There are four types of fools described in the Bible. The first type of fool is the naive fool. He can be described as having the character deficiency syndrome. The word which describes naive fool in Hebrew is pethi, which means to be open, spacious, wide. In other words, he lacks judgment and discernment, which comes with experience. Consequently, he is easily enticed and is gullible. In Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15, this word is used. The simple one believes every word, but the prudent person looks well to his going. Again in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3 and 27, verse 12. A prudent person foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. This type of fool does not recognize or realize that there are moral causes and effects. Again in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 8, the simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The best way to describe this cause and effect type of foolishness can be given from the quotation of St. Augustine. Augustine observed that the wages of sin is more sin, which is what the Bible describes as the wages of sin is death. So a naive fool is someone who doesn't see whether something is sinful or not. And that is the first type of fool we see described in the book of Proverbs. The second type of fool described in the book of Proverbs is the self-confident fool. The Hebrew term for the self-confident fool is chesed. It suggests someone who is full of himself. The self-confident fool is not someone who does not know what is right and wrong, but is someone who does not understand, does not seek to understand right and wrong. He knows it's wrong, but he doesn't understand, so he says, who cares, and goes ahead and does what is wrong. A naive fool may walk into a disastrous trap, or may stumble into unknowingly a disastrous trap, moral trap. But a self-confident fool who lacks understanding walks into it or swaggers into it. So that is the type of fool we see in the book of Proverbs. The second type of fool, which is the self-confident fool. Hello and welcome back. The third type of fool described in the book of Proverbs is the committed fool. The Hebrew word yuvel describes the full-fledged fool, the person who is morally perverse and insolent. He or she has decisively rejected wisdom and has made a decisive commitment to rebellious ideas and destructive behaviors that the Bible calls yuvel, folly or foolishness in Hebrews. The contrast is set forth in the key verse of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools, the word there is yuvel, or committed fools. despise wisdom and instruction. These are the people who despise wisdom and sound moral instruction, which can keep them from sinning. So this is the third type of fool described in the book of Proverbs. May God help you to be a seeker of wisdom. Hello and welcome back. Now we'll look at the fourth type of fool described in the book of Proverbs. This fourth type of fool is called the scorner. In Psalms chapter 1, the psalmist writes, Blessed is the man who sitteth not in the seat of the scornful. The Hebrew word lutz means a scoffer, a contemptuous person, a mocker who scorns spiritual truth and moral righteousness. He is an evangelist for folly. So such is the fourth type of fool described in the wisdom literature of the Bible. He scorns moral wisdom. He is contemptuous. He hates moral wisdom and does not heed them and self-destructs. May God help you to avoid all the four types of foolishness which we have seen. The first type of fool is the naive fool who lacks knowledge. The second type of fool is the self-confident fool who lacks understanding. The third type of fool is the committed fool who rejects wisdom. And the fourth type of fool is a scorner who is scornful, contemptuous of moral wisdom and understanding. May God help you to avoid all these types of foolishness and to live a life in accordance with the commands of God, which is the true revelation of wisdom from God. May God help you, empower you, and make you a blessing as you seek to please Him and live according to His commands and wisdom. May God bless you.